You all right, by the way, there, big man? You're good. See me. See my dad. See the Gorbals. My dad's for the Gorbals, by the way. And he grew up, he had no money. His dad, my grandfather, was a bookie, Johnny McInnes. And he changed his name from McGuinness to McInnes to appear more Scotch because they didn't trust an Irishman. So he didn't have any money. You should see my dad's feet. He didn't have shoes when he was away. So his toes were all mangled up. And where he grew up in the projects in the Gorbals, it was like a square thing, right? Be building, and in the middle there's a big thing of grass, and there'd be a soccer game, a football game going on in the middle. 24 hours a day, basically. I mean, no, when it was dark. And what you do is you play soccer and say there's 8 people on this team and 9 on that team. You'd go to the 8 team. And so the teams would be 1-on-1 and then 60 on 60 and just sort of vacillate depending on what time of the day it was. And if you were hungry, you'd go, "Here, Ma! Gonna get us a jelly piece!" And your ma would recognize her son's name. She'd make a wee jelly sandwich, wrap it in newspaper and throw it out the window. And then that would land down. You'd eat that. So that's worth what today? 80 cents. And a soccer game is 1 ball a year. So nothing. And his childhood was better than my childhood. And my childhood is better than my kid's childhood. And we keep making more money. I'm rich. And I realized my job as a parent is about 80% screen monitoring. I've managed to compress their screen time down to 7:30 to 8. And at 7:29, they start twitching. I even catch them cheating and going outside of that. I mean, if you do that, you lose your screen time. And I caught my son, my youngest son, on an iPad playing, and I go, "What are you doing? You just blew your screen time." And he was catatonic after. He was sort of going, "Mom, mom, mom, mom." He's 4. Like, "He will not divide us. He will not divide us." Like a Mooney. And I thought, this is like I gave a kid crack. Like, it's not healthy the way they react to these screens. And I realized, as an upper middle class person, our job is trying to get back to the blue-collar, lower-class Gorbals life. Our job as a parent is just trying to get back to Glasgow. Isn't that insane? Those kids were better off. They had no money. They had no future. They had no penicillin. I don't know how old my dad is, but did they have penicillin back then? But, you know, in Australia, they're giving kids dirt pills and stuff because they're experiencing so little in life that they're getting bad immune systems. So they're having to give the kids germs just to build up their immune systems. These kids aren't going outside. They're not learning about conflict. We're so scared of bullying that the kid might commit suicide that we're sheltering them with this bubble, and then they get anxiety, so we give them medication. We got a whole generation on Adderall. That's meth. We're giving our kids meth. It's an amazing thing, and it shows how unbelievably affluent we are when we are so rich and so spoiled that our job as parents is trying to unspoil our kids from the natural world around them. Guys, the moral of this story is have a kid. It's easy. The problem is there's too much stuff. The biggest challenge as a parent is not spoiling your kids. That's a good problem to have. It's frustrating as hell, but it's a good problem to have. Hey guys, thanks for checking out that video. I do a show that you gotta pay for, subscribe to. It's called How's It Going, eh? And I talk to interesting people about interesting stuff, and it's very serious and educational and political and smart. You can subscribe by clicking here.